Hi.
Hey, what's up?
So I'm looking for some fantasy romance recommendations.
Oh, Mistborn. Yes, Mistborn, totally.
Right, okay. It's just, I thought Mistborn was more of like an action-adventure
Well,
kind
yeah,
of
but
thing.
romance is a major part of the plot, so I definitely say it
Exactly, the
counts.
romance
plotline is like one of the best parts
All
of the
right,
book.
okay. Here's the thing. I have been to Reddit many times now asking for book recommendations, and every single time, no matter what genre I'm asking after, you guys find a way to recommend Mistborn. It has happened repeatedly, and I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm starting to think that Mistborn is the only book series you guys have read. Like, the other day I was asking for historical fantasy recommendations.
Mistborn.
Right, exactly. You're doing it again. Mistborn is not historical fantasy.
The setting is inspired by early modern France, though, so I'd say it's kind of historical.
But I was looking for like actual historical fantasy, like set in the real world, but with fantasy elements. Do you know anything like that? Right? Okay, cool. And if I were to ask you for detective fiction recommendations?
Oh, Mistborn Era 2.
Westerns?
Mistborn Era 2. Yeah, Mistborn Era 2.
Sci-fi.
Mistborn Era 4.
Short stories.
Alamancer Jack and the Pits of Eltania.
Is that?
It's Mistborn, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys see the problem here?
No, not really.
No, what's up? Every time I ask for book recommendations, you guys recommend Mistborn. You make every conversation about Mistborn. Do you not understand how annoying that is for regular people?
But we're just giving recommendations.
Yeah, I
mean, you asked for recommendations. So
I don't want the same recommendations every time. I know you like Mistborn. Trust me, I know you like Mistborn. It's the one thing I know. Everybody on these subreddits loves Mistborn.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't really know what you expected coming to this corner of the internet. If you want alternative opinions, you can ask my evil cousin.
Who?
Brandon Sanderson killed my child. Yeah, we don't really know what's going on with him. Also, if you didn't want to read Mistborn, there's also the other Cosmere books, which are just as good, if not better.
Oh, don't even get me started there. Every time you guys bring up the other Cosmere books, you just spend like an hour arguing about which order I should read them in.
Release order. Chronological order.
No. Release order is the only way to go.
But chronological order is the only way to organically watch the development of all the themes and technologies in the Cosmere. If you read it in any other order, you could literally spoil some of the earlier books.
You guys are really doing this again, aren't you?
But the books literally can't be read in chronological order because, first of all, we don't know the full timeline, and second of all, a lot of the series haven't even been finished yet. Yes, but if you read it in release order, you have to jump back and forth between Mistborn and Stormlight books, which is so annoying.
True, but if you want to read the books in true chronological order, you have to jump back and forth between individual chapters in each of the books because some of the books are non-linear.
Guys,
like for example, in the Stormlight Archive,
still
if you want to
here.
read that in chronological order, you first have to read the prelude, then jump ahead to the Oathbringer flashbacks before reading all 5 prologues interspersed with the other flashbacks.
I don't do all that.
Well, then you're a hypocrite, my friend, because that's the only way to read the books in true chronological order.
Sometimes a hypocrite is nothing more than a man in the process of changing.
Guys! Okay, look, I know you love these books, and that's great, but all of this is a lot. I don't know if I want this in my life right now. Also, aren't there like a billion books in this series?
There's like 17?
Yeah, like 17. Yeah, that's kind of a big investment.
Also, he does this thing where he just like drops surprise books out of nowhere and wreaks havoc on our bank accounts.
Yeah, like he announced another Kickstarter the other day, and I've already spent so much money on Kickstarters that if I were to back it, I would literally not be able to pay my rent.
Did you back it?
Of course. Right, okay, you know what? That's great. Maybe I'll pick up some of Brandon Sanderson's books at some point in my life, but this whole fandom you've got going here, this whole thing where you have to read like 5 books a year just to keep up to date on the conversations, this is too much for me right now. All right? I don't want to sign up for this.
Wait, no, we didn't even tell you about Elantris.
No, what? Don't tell him to start with Elantris. Tress of the Emerald Sea is obviously the best starting point.
Are you kidding me?
I will see you all later.
It's like super Cosmere connected and basically spoils some of the earlier books. No, but it was literally designed to be a standalone story. Also, did you know you can read Warbreaker for free on Brandon Sanderson's website?
What are you doing in my house? Also, on top of that, I'm totally willing to lend you copies of anything if you need me to.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just one of the guys you were talking to on Reddit.
Get out!
No, but it's really not a problem. I can totally...
I don't care. Get out! Get out!
Okay. All right. You'll come around eventually, though.
I can see it.
Get! I'm going.